border between them.
Yeah, like Canada and the U.S.
Right. Like South Dakota.
And North Dakota.
Its northern border.
South
Canada.
Dakota borders Canada.
That's right. That's a callback to
in the
last
wintertime.
year. Yeah.
Not so much in the summer.
So, I don't know. Are we done with him? Look,
I'm done with him.
He
Altogether.
He managed to attack Ted Cruz. He jumps into the campaign because that's really what we want our president doing, is going to Cuba for a baseball game, some dancing, and attacking the presidential candidates while he's there.
It's not so much that he did it. It's so much with his timing. His timing isn't really good. He should have gone to Cuba after he wasn't president.
You think so?
That's
the whole point, though.
Yeah.
I don't. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, fine. Go to Cuba.
It's
I don't think
perceptions.
it's going to be good or bad for us whether we have an embargo.
The thing is, I would rather have Cuba in our tent peeing out than outside our tent peeing in.
Yeah.
And so I don't have a problem with expanding our trade into Cuba. I don't want to give them millions of dollars for nothing. But certainly I don't mind having the mob going there and opening casinos up again and,
sure.
Well,
and exporting
knickknacks.
Making things here and selling it to them, right?
Yeah, and them selling us cigars and good rum. I mean,
right.
If they make a good product, people will buy it.
Right. Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Praising the last 40 years of communist rule, I don't know if that's a good thing.
Oh,
the Sheev or Chev or whatever.
How do you like the picture?
Yeah, but somebody posted a picture of Reagan standing in front of Lenin. So,
irrelevant.
I mean,
it's irrelevant, right?
I don't think he set that up.
You don't think so?
No.
Do you think? Well, so do you think?
I think Cuban planners very strategically picked that spot.
Yeah. Are you saying that Obama didn't agree to it?
I'm saying, he may not even have thought about it.
I bet he doesn't know who the guy is, or if he does, well,
he's
what
got T-shirts
what he
on.
knows of him. Yes, exactly. Is that you put his face on your T-shirt
and
to show that you're cool,
you're a hipster
and
doofus.
You are power to the people, man.
Yeah,
right?
man.
Power
Down
to
with
the
the
people,
government.
except for the dude that wanted to murder everybody,
including blacks,
and hated black people.
Yeah, and homosexuals.
But that's cool.
Everybody else,
Yeah. Because the president of the United States could go into really any country in the world, and if they said, "Hey, stand there, we're going to take some pictures," he could say no, and it wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
any country in the world.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if he even thought about it. I don't know.
So here's the other thing. It's a picture.
I hope that
I would potentially get my picture taken in front of it, right? Not as any sort of symbol of support for the guy, but because it's a piece of history.
Right.
It's like people that collect Nazi memorabilia.
Yeah, they don't necessarily endorse it.
Right, absolutely not.
Or have that belief.
Right.
But it's a piece of history.
Yep.
Yeah, and you would hope that you would have good enough people in your staff that would say, "Hey, Mr. President, I just want to let you know that's in the background.
Yeah.
It's your
decision.
decision.
Is this what you really want to do?
It's your decision." But on the other hand, maybe he told his advisors, "Whatever you do, make sure I'm in front of this guy."
Listen, guys, we're on our way to Cuba. We have to make sure that we stop in front of the giant wall with the picture of Che on it.
When did Obama sound like Hulk Hogan? That's what I want to know. Jeez.
He looks like him, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. An anorexic Hulk Hogan with a... Never mind.
Okay. We're going to have to take a break pretty soon here, but I want to...
Do you want to do
I want to talk about this dude.
Oh, poor guy.
In North Carolina.
He got fingered, and not in a good way.
No, he didn't. Well, probably. He probably did. So he's driving to school, right, with his daughter.
Well, he's an adult.
He's an adult, taking his daughter to school, right? Gets pulled over.
Yeah, thinking nothing of it.
Cop comes up like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Step out of the car, please."
He's like, "What, man?"
Yeah. He's like, "Well, what happened?" And he said, "I don't know how to tell you this." You've got a warrant out for your arrest from 2002.
What?
Yeah, right. He's like, "Well, apparently you rented a VHS called Freddy Got Fingered, and
you never returned
it.
Yeah.
So
put your hands behind your back.
Yeah. Well, no, but
No, they
apparently,
didn't do that, but-
Yeah, so he dropped his kid off at school,
yeah.
and then went and turned himself in.
Sure. You wanted to take this.
Yeah, he
get it taken care of.
figured that nothing would happen, right? 12 years ago, he rented a VHS tape.
yeah.
The store he rented it from is now closed.
Right.
So you can't return it, right? This sounds like Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
And he gets there, and they're like, no, you're under arrest. Sorry. They arrested him, take him into the magistrate's office, and they give him a court date.
Yeah.
So apparently in North Carolina, it's a misdemeanor and up to a $200 fine.
But there's nobody there to charge him. Who's going to charge him? I mean,
yeah.
there's no witnesses anymore?
Well, he turned himself in and probably admitted it.
Oh, see, I wouldn't have done
He probably
that.
still has it. He kept it in his car. It's a great movie. Have you ever seen it?
No, I never did.
You know Tom Green?
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Does
humps a moose.
And he puts a
A
mouse.
dead moose.
Does
Or he
put
gets
a
in
mouse?
it. He tries.
Is that the one where he puts a mouse in his mouth?
No.
Or is that another film?
No, I think that's a different one.
Yeah, anyways, that
might
he
be
humps a moose?
The moose. That might be. I think it's that one. Yeah, there's a dead moose, and he tries to save it.
Are you kidding me?
It's one of them. I don't know. You know he was married to Drew Barrymore?
Living up in Canada is when it gets cold, we can have a reindeer in the shed and a moose in the bed.
See, there you go.
Yeah. It wasn't in the bed, though. He was on the side of the highway.
They were just getting to know each other.
Yeah. Also, the moose was cold because it was dead.
Oh.
So it didn't warm him up at all.
Hey, I'm not into necrophilia at all.
Well, unless it's a moose.
Humping a moose is one thing, but a dead moose, and it better be a female moose.
I don't know.
I'm not gay.
Yeah, so I haven't. I don't know when. I think his court date is like April.
Well, if he
April 13th or
admitted that he
17th or
did
something.
it, then
Pay your fine, take the misdemeanor.
that's
and
one thing.
Sorry,
but he
guy.
still has to face his accusers.
Oh, really?
I would think so. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
but it's a crime against the state, right? It was. It's what? It is.
It could be the people versus
the crime is
Johnny Doe.
The
and
crime is
Freddie got fingered.
The
but-
crime is failure to return rented materials, right? It's not theft or anything.
Right,
It's
what
a
I'm-
ridiculous. It's a ridiculous
no,
law.
I understand it's ridiculous, and I would fight it. If he admitted guilt, maybe they would have taken care of it right away. The fact that there's a court date makes it even more ridiculous.
Yeah.
And a waste of taxpayers' dollars. But I would say, all right, who's going to press charges, and who's here to make the claim, and where's my accuser, and I get to cross-examine these people. I could say I never rented it. I don't know what you're talking about. I was in New Jersey at the time with my Goombas.
I've never even seen the movie.
Yeah, I've never seen a movie.
What is VHS?
I don't know. So, that's ridiculous, and the damn prosecutor ought to say,
Yeah.
case dismissed.
Yeah. That would be.
And besides, restitution. Who does he give the thing back to? Maybe he gave it back. Maybe the store screwed up. So that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of ifs here. It'll be interesting if we get a follow-up on this.
I didn't know that video rental stores called the police.
Can I give you a personal story?
Oh, please, Brian. You've never done that on the air before.
So this is back in the 80s. I was in graduate school.
Oh.
And was trying to finish up and find a job. And I had a lease on an apartment, my wife and I.
And you forgot to return the apartment?
And I took the apartment with me when I got a job. So I got offered a job, and this was in another state. So I had to go from one state to another state, and I had to we had like 3 months left on our lease in our apartment. So we went to an attorney, and we said, if we go and don't pay this lease, what can happen? He goes, nothing. Happens all the time. Don't worry about it. That was the second time I got bad advice from an attorney. Never got good advice from attorneys. Ever.
Yeah.
And so we said, okay. And we went to the, rental agency place that had the property. And we said, we're going to leave. And they said, okay, fine. As we were moving out, other people were moving in. So they lost no income at all. All right?
Okay.
That's how fast the turnover was. So it's not like the apartment sat for months empty. People were moving in, which I would think would break the lease.
Yeah.
That I had.
Yeah, absolutely. especially if you are. I mean, I assume you had paid up till then.
Yeah, we were good up until then, but we had like 2 or 3 months left.
Sure, but you weren't behind at that point.
No.
So I don't know how they could have people moving in.
Right. 5 years forward, and we go to apply for a loan to buy a house, and we've got a judgment against us.
Wow.
In a court of law.
Yeah.
We said, what? Yeah, judgment. Find out that it's this rental agency, they want their money.
Wow.
Couldn't get the loan, so we had to go back to the state and talk to them, and we said, listen, you didn't lose anything. What if we give you $300 and call it good? And they said, yeah, fine.
Then they removed it, or however that works.
We paid them $300. They took the injunction away, and we were able to get our loan. But
wow.
Unbeknownst to us for several years that it was even out there.
Right, yeah.
It's nice that the courts, let you know that. But
well, it's so moral of the story is whether you use debt and credit or not, which you shouldn't, you should check your credit report
really,
periodically.
I'd like you to pay $150,000 for a house in cash. I mean, you can do it.
Lots and lots of people do it.
No, I wouldn't disagree with that.
Lots of people do it.
I would say
I'd say most people don't, right?
Lots of people
but
don't.
Lots of people
What
do.
do you... What's... Okay.
Lots and most is not the same. There's 300 million people in the country.
All right, what's your definition of lots?
15.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 15 people pay cash for a car. Probably just in this city. But most people
well,
don't.
This
most
city in
take
Canada probably has a higher than average number of people who've paid cash for their houses. It's very possible.
The story is...
Even without being rich,
people
which is weird, right?
Screw with your life without you even knowing it, and there's consequences.
I mean, most millionaires...
They don't use
eminent
domain.
Eminent. What does that have to do with? They don't use debt, is what I'm saying. But they don't use. What was I saying? What was I trying to say?
Credit.
That wasn't it. I had a different point. We were talking about paying cash. They don't make a lot of money per year.
Who?
Lots of millionaires.
Oh, they just have a lot of value.
Yeah,
especially in their name.
Like lots of them, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Give me an example.
Well, I don't know any.
Well, that's what I thought.
You're the only millionaire I know, Brian.
I know. And it's a good thing I let you hang on.
Yeah.
And where the lion feeds, there's always scraps for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome, man.
Appreciate it.
So he's going to get screwed. Hopefully he gets a turn and he fights it, but he probably won't. I don't know if I'd want a misdemeanor for that. Ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's take a break. Do you want to do any questions or answers or anything? Why don't you give the answer? Let's do this like Jeopardy.
No,
give the answer.
No. All right. George Washington.
Oh, okay.
What's the question? No, I think. All right, here it is. This is a good one. I'll give you a clue. Here it is.
You need me to put on some more coffee?
Did you put cocaine in the coffee again?
I did.
All right. Now this is...
No.
Who was the first president licensed
George Washington
to fly an airplane?
Oh, no, not George Washington.
Now, keep in mind, here's the hint.
Amelia Earhart.
The first flight was at Kitty Hawk in 1903. So all of the listeners out there, all the presidents before 1903 are excluded.
Okay.
All right. Well, no, they don't have to be.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. You're right. I will give you a hint. This is after 1903. Right.
All right.
You're right. I should have done that. But this is the first president that had a license to fly.
All right. We'll be right back.
Freedom to live the life she wants.
I was working as a corporate executive. I never had time with my family. Then I got downsized. I decided I was never going to work for anyone again. What I like about this is I get to be my own boss, work at home around my family, and provide a great lifestyle.
Go to Income51.com for free information today. That's Income51.com. Start earning great money as soon as next week. That's Income51.com. Income51.com.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Paraswabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is John Greenhut, the CEO of Paraswabs. And if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Paraswabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The